Everybody, here are the sales for Monday. Really light day, and I made a mistake on one of the listings. I have three things I think that are pending payment. Two from the weekend and one from the day. The thing from the day is a $65 pair of shoes. That's pretty cool. Paid 10, sold them for 65, but hopefully they'll end up paying. So I took a best offer today. The other stuff, one of them I think is going to end up being canceled. It's a Lakers toddler outfit. I think that one's going to have to be canceled. It's been a while. The other one has only been a day or two, so maybe they'll still pay, but we'll see. What did sell today was a pair of Vans, sparkly sequin ones. You can see the wear there, where they're not red anymore. That was listed, but they still took a best offer of 20 on these. They should go, they might make it first class or at worst case padded flat rate. So they're used, but did okay on those. Another DS light box. This one sold for 15 shipped. I think I got 15 for every one I had. I got like 3 or 4 of them in one lot that I got. They're all just a box and some of the inserts, no system, but 15 shipped. That'll go first class. Orange box. This is a good game to look out for. It usually sells, somewhat regularly. I got 17 shipped for that, so I'll go first class as well. Here's a Wrangler, 2X, I believe. Yeah, 2X. Pearl Snap. I took a best offer of 14 on this. I think I paid like 5, and it's just taken forever. No one's really been interested, so I just took a best offer of 14. I keep getting like offers of 11 or 12. Someone just offered 14. It sold at one point for 18, but the person never paid, so I was happy to get rid of it. This remote here I sold for 17 shipped, which is a good deal. The problem is, I looked at my listing, I have AXD 7354, not 753 in the title and in the description. The photo obviously shows that it's this, but the listing says otherwise. So I just noted that. That's definitely a mistake on my part. I messaged the person and let them know that they need the number 4, which they probably did. I apologize. I'll refund them and cancel the sale. And then, but if they did for some reason see the photo and maybe I'll get lucky and this is the one they need, then we'll move forward with the sale. But it looks like it's going to be a canceled sale because I made a mistake. So no one's perfect, but we hope we can avoid little errors like that. But still, a good little remote to look out for. It sells for 17 shipped, so I think I probably paid 50 cents for it. If anything else sells, I'll let you guys know. Or I'll probably add it, on the back end, especially if it's at storage. I won't be able to get it now anyway, so it might be the next day when you finally see it. But we'll go from there. Hey everybody, here are the sales from Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So I got one more day in the holiday, so still moving along pretty well. Happy with what sold. Hopefully we'll get some good sales even though it's the holiday week. Sometimes it can be a little bit slower, but then it picks up on the weekend when people are doing all their Black Friday shopping and stuff. So a couple video game things, a stack of PS3 games, not even really worth it. Don't recommend even listing it like this. These were some stuff I got for free, basically. I didn't pay for them. When I bought a PS3 system, I didn't factor them in, I should say. I sold these for 13 bucks. They're a bunch of sports games. Nothing really good. They'll go in a padded flat rate, so honestly, I probably make $2 when it's all said and done. So in the future, probably wouldn't even list those again. The other two video game things are a Mario Kart DS. This always sells well. It'll focus there. There it is. Kind of. That sold for 10 shipped. Just the cartridge. It always does well. And Wii console, the white one. Got a little scuff right there. It won't come out. But I sold it. Just the console only. I tested it. It works. That sold for 35 shipped. So we'll bubble wrap that up and put it in a box. Should do okay there. Some clothing items. An Adriana Papel Evening Essentials gown thing. This was at my Goodwill. Had a $79 retail price on there. I paid $4 or $5. No, I paid $7, sorry. This was in the boutique section, and that sold for 30 shipped, so that was a good deal to go first class. Here's a Jordan long sleeve shirt. It says Baseline on it. Probably would have got more for this shirt, but it has some damage to it. I picked it up at a garage sale for, I think, $1. Thought the stain might come out, but it didn't. I couldn't get it out, so I sold that for $13.99 shipped, so still made some money there. Happy to get rid of it. A Cleveland Tour Action 49 degree wedge here. This is pretty good shape. There's some marks there. I couldn't get those ones off, but It took a best offer of 30 bucks on this. I think I paid $2, so that was a good deal. That should go priority, and I'll put it in the, what are they called? The triangle priority boxes. I'll put 2 together, and that should fit in there fine. Another Yadro sold. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know I bought a bunch of these. This one was the biggest one, or one of the biggest ones I had. It's the Golfer. Has damage though. If you look somewhere. Okay, well somewhere a piece of it is. Oh, it's the golf club head is broken off. It's taped in one of these in part of the thing. Oh, actually the tape came off. There it is right there. So that's missing off the golf club head. Listed like that online, so it's clear that there is damage. I think this thing goes for like $180 if it's in good shape. I took a best offer of $85 with the damage. So I paid $100 for all the Yadro stuff. Made a ton of money on it. Probably, if I'm not at $1,000, I'm pretty darn close on all the Yadro stuff. But this just sold for $85. It's a bigger one, so it'll probably still cost me a good $20 to $30 to ship it. But at this point, it'll be free money. I've already made all my money back. So that's cool, and we'll make sure to put that little piece, we'll tape that back on so it doesn't get lost. And the best sale of the night sold within an hour. Los Angeles Galaxy MLS shirt, jersey, I guess, size medium. It's got the logo here. Paid $5 from the jersey guy I buy from. This is one I probably undersold it because there were some comparables for similar, not the exact same. Whoops, dropped the hanger there. Not same jersey. One sold for $150, one sold for $60, one sold for $75, one sold for another one sold for like over $100, I think, if you look back far enough. But they weren't exactly like mine. Mine has some damage too. Kind of see right there. Both those are jacked up. The other ones did not. Or the one that sold for $150 was like almost. They said it was mint and it looked pretty clean. So I listed mine for $90 or best offer. Had a guy offering me, he got up to 68 bucks, and I was like, I'll just wait till tomorrow. If no one gives me an offer by tomorrow, I'll just go ahead and take it. I only paid $5. Well, then I drove home from where we were after I listed and everything, and was in the garage, and all of a sudden, cha-ching, it sold for full price $90. So I still may have undercut it. It probably could have over $100 looking back now, but only paid $5. It's a really good sale for literally, you know, less than an hour, or maybe a little over an hour worst case. So that's a pretty good turnaround. So hope you guys enjoy. If anything else sells, I'll let you know, and we'll see you at Wednesday. Hey everyone, these are the sales from the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Had a really great day. A lot of video game stuff. Sorry about the lighting, it's not perfect in here, but again, the room I usually do it in is being used. So I just wanted to show you guys what sold before we get into Thanksgiving. Again, had a really good day considering right before the holiday. I want to say we're over $200. I don't know what the exact total is, but I'll get ready to pack all this up. Even though mail won't go out tomorrow, I'll still pack everything up so it's ready, and then I'll pack up tomorrow's stuff. If there is anything on Thanksgiving, I'll drop it all off on Friday. So let's jump in. First off, a head cover, Callaway Big Bertha Warbird. This is a driver cover. I think I paid 50 cents for this at a estate sale, and it sold for 10 shipped. Not a whole lot, but these head covers, some of them can do well, even used. Someone will come around looking for the one they need, and they ship first class, so super easy to store. iPhone box. I've done really well on iPhone boxes. I'm seeing some of the ones that I've acquired lately are getting to the point where they're just too old, not selling well, but the 8 Pluses still do well, and the iPhone X's are still selling. This is an 8 Plus Gold, 64 gig. I got $12 shipped for this, just the box with the inside tray in there, so pretty cool. Here's a cool little guy. It's a safari polar bear figure. Paid $3 from in a garage sale, which is kind of a lot for a little figure, but this, for whatever reason, this standing polar bear does pretty well. It sold for 22 shipped within an hour. And the guy actually messed up on the purchase the first time with his address. I canceled it, and then he still bought it within the next, I think, 10 minutes after that. He really wanted the figure. Has some discoloration. It's kind of hard to see, but it is there. But yeah, pretty cool. 3 into 22. It'll probably cost me still a padded flat rate to ship it weight-wise, but that's okay. We'll make like $8 on a little figure. I'm okay with that for one day's work. Not even a day. I guess, what, an hour maybe? This came out of Video Game Lot. It's a WWF WrestleMania number 3, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. This is a DVD here. So again, it came out of a big lot. I don't think I even factored it in when I bought everything. It was just thrown in. But $10 shipped for that. So free shipping. It'll go probably first class. So I might make like $5. And then the video game stuff. Silent Hill for the Wii came out of a $25 Wii lot plus the system and some other games. That sold for $29 shipped. Punch Out, another Wii lot. I think it may have came out of the same one. That sold for $14 shipped. Digimon World 2 came out of a $30 game lot with a PS2, PlayStation 1 games, some DS games, and some Wii stuff. That sold for $35 shipped. Final Fantasy came out of the same lot. That sold for $24 shipped. Here's Mario Party, disc only. Mario Party 4. I bought a bunch of blank cases a while back for $1 for like 40 cases. It was crazy. A great deal. So I put the games in here when I just have the disc. This came out of a GameCube in a thrift store called Angel View near me. The GameCube was $6, no controllers, plus tax. I happen to, anytime I see a system like that, PlayStation 1, PS2, well, I guess not PS2, the fat one you can't get open, but the Slim you can. Anyone where I can get access to the disc, like a Dreamcast, I'll always pop the open button and see if anything's in there. Most of the time it's not, or if there is, it's something junky. This time it paid off because in there was Mario Party 4, just the disc. So I bought the system. I still have it. Haven't tested it, but it's probably still worth $30 by itself if it works. And then this little guy sold for $35 shipped, so that was a cool deal. And then on to the two other things that sold. This is a Donjoy Defiance. You can kind of see it there. Knee brace. After knee surgery, a lot of people use things like this. I paid $1 for this. It does have some wear. You can kind of see where there's kind of like fraying there. I put that in the listing. These things are super expensive, which is why people will pay for them used. The hardest thing about this is sizing, because if you don't have the info on it, you're not the original owner, you don't know what size it is. And there's different sizes depending on how big your knee is, leg, and all that. So they do have adjustments to tighten it, but there's still a certain point where the brace would be too big for some people. So I think this one was like an extra large or an XXL, and I put the measurements, and I kind of went on to some other eBay listings that had the size and tried to compare measurements. So hopefully I could give people an idea. It sold for $50 shipped on a best offer. Hopefully they'll get it and be happy. No issue. The last one I sold for about $50 as well, and the person got it and said it worked perfectly. So that was cool. And this was a really cool sale. It's an Amazon fulfillment, kind of like a varsity style jacket with a hood. Size small. Found this at a thrift store. I think it was like $8 or $9 plus tax. I've sold a lot of Amazon stuff in the past, like Amazon polos and different things. And I've seen a lot of people sell them. A lot of people will buy them, especially with Amazon's growth in my area. A lot of employees are near me, and I'll find their stuff, and usually you can sell it online. This one looks really cool, actually, for being an Amazon jacket. I think it's a pretty cool look. There was one flaw. It's on the back of one of these sleeves, right there. I didn't even notice it till I got it home, but there's a little tear there. Everything else, this thing is pretty good condition. I mean, it's used, but it's in pretty good shape. Again, size small, which isn't the best size, but I listed it for $50 or best offer, figuring I'd probably get like that 35 range. Got an offer of 40 within a couple hours, like maybe not a couple, I guess maybe 7 or 8 hours, and I took it. So 40 shipped. It'll probably go for maybe $8 shipping based on the weight. I don't think I can get it in a padded flat rate, but still $8 plus the 9 I probably have in it with the tax, so we're at 17. So we'll probably still walk away with maybe 15 to 17 bucks of profit on this, which is pretty cool for a jacket, especially with the hole in it, which I made very clear it was there. There weren't any other comparables really to this one. That's why I think it sold so well. So keep a lookout for that stuff. It does well, and we'll see what Thanksgiving brings. And if I don't have any sale on Thanksgiving, and you won't be hearing me on this video, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Hey everyone, this is Thanksgiving Day sales. So I had a few sales today. Was surprised to do as well as I did. You're probably watching this video after Thanksgiving has already occurred though, but I do hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving time with your family or whatever, friends, and hopefully a lot of things to be thankful for. I know I am very blessed and happy with my family, my job, this eBay business on the side, all the YouTube people that subscribe, comment, and like. I appreciate you guys as well, because it does motivate me to keep on making videos, because sometimes it does take a little bit out of my day. I know mine aren't fancy or anything, and so other people's are even more time, I'm sure, but sometimes I think maybe I should just stop or not do them as much, but you know, you guys, the support I get from you is what keeps me going, so I appreciate that, and I definitely appreciate all the sales that I have and all the things to show you. So enough with that, but I hope everyone did have a good Thanksgiving. These is what sold. I know you guys are, that's pretty much why you're here anyways. This is a Raiders jacket, starter satin. It's an older one, probably 90s, I'm guessing. I don't think it's 80s, but maybe. Got the cool patch. Definitely had some little wear. I showed it in a video, I think. Depending on when you see it, it probably already occurred. The problem was it had a little embroidery on the back. To Don or Dan, probably Don, from Father Tom. So I bought this for about 10 bucks. Came out of a deal from a storage unit guy I buy from. And there also was a little scuff here, which might come out in the wash. I didn't wash this one, just because honestly it was in pretty good shape overall. But I had it listed 100 or best offer. I thought I'd make it like 40 or 45 for it, honestly. But someone came through and we made back and forth offers, and I took a best offer of 70 shipped. So pretty cool. I did message them today earlier and confirmed, hey, you were aware it has the embroidery. I did say it in the condition. There's photos of it, and it's in the description. And they said, yep, not a problem. They still want it. So that was cool. 2 video games. Teen Titans used to not go for so much, but went for 18 shipped for the GameCube. Pretty cool. Atelier Iris 3. This came out of the $30 game I just bought recently. This sold for like $31 or $32. Here's a little Genie garage remote. These can be bolos. This one I bought like 5 of these for 20 bucks. And I sold this one for 20 shipped. My first one I listed sold for 20, so that's cool. And then lastly, this is a Cuisinart, and on the garage remotes, some of them have like the little watch type batteries, so you got to make sure you get some of those because a lot of them will need new batteries. But some of them can go for like 30-40 bucks for just a remote, depending on which one you have. So it's worth looking at, especially at like an estate sale or something. They have a bunch of stuff in the garage. Take a look for those because some of them do pretty well. This is a Cuisinart, the last thing, a Prep 7 Cuisinart bowl. It's used, but not too bad. Definitely some scuffs and stuff, but this came off a $1 Cuisinart that I bought. I already sold the lid for $33, and I just sold the bowl for $30. So that's everything. That's over $100, but probably 150, 60 bucks. Pretty cool there. If anything else, I'll let you know, and then we'll see what the weekend brings. Hey everyone, here are the sales for the weekend after Thanksgiving, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Had a really good day. A lot of video game stuff, as you can see, sold. Got a couple things still waiting for payments. Honestly, this past week and a half, I had probably more unpaid items come up where people bought stuff and haven't paid. I got 2 right now that I'm waiting on eBay to close out the cases on, and I have 3 others that I don't think are going to be paid. Oddly enough, all the people that are having these unpaid item cases are all new eBayers with maybe 0 or 1 feedback, 2 feedback. So I don't know if eBay pushed out a bunch of people to buy stuff. Maybe people signed up with eBay and then bought all this stuff and just didn't think they were going to pay for it or what the deal was. But I had a $20 little kids Lakers suit that didn't get paid for, $240 set of phones that didn't get paid for. Currently got a $110 calculator that hasn't been paid for, and a couple other things. I don't even remember now, but I don't know what the deal is. I'm hoping they'll end up getting paid. One's a hat for $28. That's one of the things. I think that one will get paid. It hasn't been too long yet, but a lot of people just not paying. I've messaged them just to see what their deal is, if they want to buy or if they want to cancel, just to let me know, but no response. Usually if I get no response within a couple days, I assume they're not going to pay for it. I just open up the unpaid item thing. But I do give them a couple days to see what the deal is. So we'll see if they end up paying or not. But all these fine people for this stuff did pay, so that's pretty cool. We'll start off up top. Really cool Betty Boop kind of faux leather jacket. It's an authentic Betty Boop one, size medium. Paid $10 from one of my people I sourced from for this. It's in pretty good used condition, but it's definitely not perfect. I got a best offer of $68 out the gate, and I had it listed like 80, I think, or 78 or something like that. Someone offered 68. I said I'll take it. No worries there. 10 bucks. It'll probably cost 10 or so to ship it, but that was an awesome deal. Other clothing, just sold these like 10 minutes ago. These Lucky Brand jeans, size 40, 30 inseam. I think they're the vintage straight ones. These sold for 30 shipped. I think I paid like 4 or 5 for them. A little bit of wear there on the cuff, but not too bad. A Youth Lakers Kobe Champion jersey, size medium. So this is a smaller one. Paid 5 for that. Sold it for 20 shipped on a best offer. And then this cool Chicago Bulls Lee Sport. It's brand new with tag. Crew neck sweatshirt. Size extra large. You can see the JCPenney tag there. That I paid 4 or 5 bucks for, I think. Actually, yeah, 5 or 6, I don't know, something like that. At Savers, and then with my discount, I sold it for 30, shipped on full price sale. Funny thing was I kept getting offers of like 18 and 20, and I was like, I just want 25. All I want is 25, and I'll take it. Someone came through and bought it for full price, so that was cool. Here's some pieces to a game. It's like 13 Dead End Drive. I bought the game for $1, and it was missing a lot of stuff, and the board was all broken, so I did part it out. It's taken a long time to sell. I just put all these pieces in one big lot together. What I should have probably done is listed them individually for a higher price and just sit until someone needs it. The guy ended up buying it. He really just wants the chandelier, but he paid 18 bucks for all of it. He said he'll just hold on to the extra pieces, but he wanted to make sure the chandelier was okay. So 18 shipped. I paid $1. This will go first class. It's super light. But in the future, if I'm ever going to part out, which I don't like to do board games because a lot of the pieces aren't worth a whole lot, it's better to part them out individually. So, video game stuff. Spyro Hero's Tale sold for 18 bucks. I think this came out of a game lot I bought. I probably paid like 10 or 20 bucks for that with a bunch of other games. Then right after that, this Spyro sold, The Legend of Spyro New Beginning for GameCube. That one sold for 19. Funny thing was, I thought it was probably by the same buyer because I was so surprised they sold at the exact same time, but it was 2 different people, so that was cool. This is a DSi. I paid 15 from one of my people I sourced from. Came with a bunch of games and cases and stuff. I paid 15. This sold for 30 ships, so I won't make a whole lot on that. I'll probably make maybe 7 bucks of profit on that, which isn't a whole lot, but it came with some games which I'll make some money on too. Plus, he's the one that I will buy stuff from, even if it's not an awesome deal every time, because he keeps giving me first shot at a lot of inventory, and some of it is super home runs. So it's worth it to pick up that when I know I can make the money. If anything is not working, he allows me to return it to him. But so far, he tests everything, and it all comes bundled up nicely, so that was cool. This came from him as well. I bought a 360 for 25 bucks with some games. The system already sold for 55, and then he gives me 2 controllers with each system. This one sold for 18 shipped, so pretty cool there. Also a Game Boy Advance SP, paid 5 bucks this weekend for this. It's got a broken hinge, as you can see right there, hopefully. It's kind of blurry, but you can see that it's definitely not the way it's supposed to look. It does work though. This sold for full price 55 bucks. It is the AGS 101. That's the good one. Microsoft Expansion Pack Flight Simulator. Most of the listings on this were really low. They weren't selling for that high. I listed mine full price, $14.99, no best offer, free shipping, and it sold within only a week or so. So happy for that. This came out of the big Drake ham radio lot. This was thrown in there, so I'll make, 8 bucks on that after we're all done. A slide rule here. This is a Picket slide rule. It's not the best one. It's kind of like a beginner's one. Oops. I always drop something. Yeah, we're not going to bother with it. But it's called a Picket slide rule. Feel free to look it up. Trust me on it. It sold for 13 bucks. Not a whole lot of money. I bought another one with it that ended up going for like 40. So slide rules are good. That's just kind of a common one. Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer sold for 12 shipped. So pretty good deal there. Sony mini disc Walkman. I used to have one of these when they first came out, before like the iPods and everything. Thought I was the coolest kid in school. Wasn't, but thought so at the time, because no one else had one. But I'll take the battery out of there. I use it to test it. I don't usually leave batteries when I ship them. You can see it's got some wear. It does come with a mini disc in there that does work. I'll leave that. But I paid 4 bucks at Savers plus a discount, and this sold for 35 shipped. Look out for these Sony mini disc players. They do well. Xenosaga sold for 14 shipped. but I've had that for a little while now. It's the Xenosaga. Some of the other ones, like episode 2 and 3, are better, but I think 3 is the best one. Episode 1 not worth a whole lot. Here's the Tiger Electronics laser tag. This is the shotgun. They call it the shotgun attachment. This came off a gun I bought like for $4. I think the gun ended up being broken, but I sold this for 20 ship, so that was cool. Here is a Miele vacuum bag filter thing. Paid like $1 for this, and then it sold for 30 shipped. I have another one that's not worth as much, but this one went for like 30, so that's pretty cool. PS3, $95. Paid 25 from that source I keep mentioning with the controller. It all works, so that's pretty cool. Almost done here. This is a set of 8 Franklin Library. They're kind of like the nice, like display books. They have the gold kind of tone pages there at the end. I paid $1 a piece for those at an estate sale, and I sold them on a best offer for 80 ship. So basically 10 a book, which I thought was a good deal. Lego Media. And lastly, the one I didn't really want to part with, a Halo Special Edition Xbox. I bought this for $7 at a garage sale, no cords or anything. Tested it out, it works beautifully. Took a best offer of 100 to his first eBay buy. He told me when he made the offer. So I'm a little nervous about that, but hopefully he's just a guy looking to get something from his childhood. It seemed like that in the comment he made, but yeah, paid $7. It works. Sold it for 100 shipped. It'll probably cost like 15 to 20 to ship it, but there's a lot of profit there. So hopefully he enjoys it and there won't be any issues. I do have one shirt that's sold, but I left it in the storage unit and I couldn't find it, and now I know where it is now that I think about it. So hopefully that'll pop in on the back end. It was like $25. And then I also sold a PS3 game, Grand Theft Auto 5. For PS3, listed it for $15. Someone who lived kind of close to me wanted to come do a local pickup. I usually don't do that just to avoid any weird people that live near me. I don't like people, that I may know or come across to know what I do either. But I guess it was for her son's birthday, and she was supposed to get the game, but she forgot to order it, and he really wanted it, and she was hoping to pick it up today. So she just met me a little bit ago. She paid through eBay and PayPal, so eBay did get credit for the sale. She seemed really nice. Her and her son and her husband came and they picked up the game. So hopefully it works out. There won't be an issue. She said she was going to go home and give me good feedback. But I usually don't do those local pickups. I don't want to bother with them really. But in this case, it seemed like it was for a good cause. So hope you guys enjoy. If anything else sells, I'll let you know. Take care. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Here are the final sales from the weekend. This is the first shirt I mentioned. It's kind of hard to read there, but it's like an Ines or Ines Mien, I-N-I-S, and then space M-E-A-I-N. I sold a vest of one of these before for like $80. It was like a cashmere one or something, so that was really good. I found this brand in a shirt. Took forever to sell, but finally got $25 for it. I think I paid $4 or $5. That'll go first class. And then late last night, before the end of the day, sold a velvet revolver, like a concert type shirt. I think I paid a couple bucks for this too, and it took a while to sell. This one I've had for probably up for about a year, I think. And I actually had it in my inventory for even longer. I never listed it, just sat around the death pile, but finally listed it. Maybe it hasn't been a year yet, maybe 9 months, but it finally sold. I had it at 25 or best offer, or took a best offer of $20 on it. So